Welcome everybody to the Wednesday West Coast series. I'm Carson, Kass, your host. This is extremely loud, I think. Actually, I'm not going to deal with it. I think it's just loud in my headphones. Anyway, welcome back to the Wednesday West Coast GT3 series. Obviously, as you can tell by the background right here, it's a little scuffed. Jake Wells' livery tried to explode my computer. Apart from that, we're ready to go here at Zandvoort. An absolutely wonderful track. If you're wondering, I don't think anybody here needs to tell you that, of course, though. We'll be here on Zandvoort, 2.6 miles, founded in 1948, currently out from 2020, but located in Zandvoort, Netherlands, right on the North Sea coast. 14 corners, 4 to the left, 10 to the right, 29 meters of elevation, and the wonderful Tarzanbracht, one of the most famous corners at this track and in all of racing. So we're going to go jump into qualifying really quick here if it wants to let me through this really quickly. Scuffed as usual. It's my brand at this point. Welcome everybody just joining. I promise in one single moment I'll have it ready. This computer almost exploded, and now nothing is working properly, but I promise tonight we're going to get a lot of good racing. The Wednesday West Coast Series currently led by Liam Curran, who is an absolutely wonderful driver, who we're going to tune in with the second this opens. Oh, heck yeah. There we go, everybody. We are, oh yeah, set to jump on board with Liam Curran here. Let me get you in the broadcasting cam, everybody. Curran, a current series champion right now, and we're rather in the front of the series championship with 141 points, trailed only by Mason Pierchowski, who is 106 points behind. This is the second championship sort of the West Coast. It's a continuation of the first. Mason Pierchowski's in second, but unfortunately he got, I believe, COVID and is not going to be here tonight, so we wish Mason, my goat, Pierchowski, some very nice health. Then we have Kuzia Terakov, who sits in the pit lane right now. Many different drivers here, and on the pole right now, provisional pole is Rivera, who has not made a start yet, but is obviously a very talented driver. Semi-pro rating on SimGrid. Ricardo Rivera in that Golf GT car. Hello, Mike Noss. Hey, hello, Neo Kabuki. Hello, Jay Hall, Cody Blanton. Welcome, everybody. That's not my last name. My last name is actually Kass, Carson Kass. It's spelled very weirdly. I understand that. I even live near a street spelled Cass, and I think that's all over the country. So definitely one of those things. Ricardo Rivera, as qualifying ends, going to be likely on pole here. We'll obviously see in a moment. With Emirates, the final driver, to go yet. 3 minutes max wait time. Final driver to go. On an improvement about a full second. It could actually get him in the top 3. The track went off there. He's going to get second. Only 0.417 behind Rivera. And it looks like Rivera with a very dominant time. Setting a full 0.4 faster than anybody else. His ACC attempts to sabotage me. The session is not over. It's just beginning. Anyway, some Zandvoort lore I'm going to get into here. Zandvoort is a very historic track. Was initially a street track in the 1939, first ever running of it in the area, but it's kind of gone from basically a massive, weirdly shaped oval to, because of a noise complaint, being more similar to the track that we see here today. A lot of interesting lore here, like Tarzan Bacht, the T1 hairpin, is a very, very interesting story. There was a local named Tarzan who, well, not named Tarzan, nicknamed Tarzan, who apparently refused to move his potato farm for them to make the stream there, or rather the racetrack there. And that's the actual story. Is he said, I'm not gonna move my potato farm unless you name a corner after me, and that's why T1 is named Tarzan Bacht. I don't know why his name was Tarzan Bacht. Thank you for the watch streak. 35 stream streak, Cody Blanton. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. The support obviously always incredible at the TRACKILICIOUS community. I expect nothing less from you. Great bunch. 1:40 till we go here. Take a quick second to meet the drivers here as I try and figure out how Mike Noss does the camera, because Mike Noss is the greatest caster of all time. Wait. What's the free camera button, guys? Please be behind it. Oh, there we go, guys. All right. Take a quick second here. Take a look at everybody's liveries. Starting on pole, it'll be Ricardo Rivera. Follow behind him, Emirates. As you know what, I'm just going to go from here. Emirates. Then Liam Curran behind them, first place in the championship currently. Kuzia Terakov in the NCR Most Wanted Machine. That's the only BMW on the grid tonight, other than one towards the back. That's Drew Burakovsky in the Fuchsia Competition ESports 63 Lamborghini, followed by Neil Kerbel in the Kerbel Race Program Machine. Very good play on words there, followed by Devin Smallblock Anthony from Rockefeller Racing. Then behind him, Potts Weaver in the It's Gonna Be Great 13 Audi. Then Eric Kakassian in the TRACKILICIOUS Lambo V GTR. Obviously, you guys know who Eric Kakassian is. Peak individual. Very thankful to have him around here. Reggie King in the RKR Porsche Machine, followed by Postal Go Fast in the TRC Competizione Ferrari. Then behind them, Gavin J in the Uber Noobs Canadian Ferrari. Forgotten in the Dreams Crew McLaren. Baliut in the BMW, followed by last but not least, of course, Yusaban Umbanisk from the Team Grilled Cheese Machine, which has a lovely top section there. Control F7, Mike says. Awesome. On board with a little grilled cheese here as we are about to get set to go. Not sure who that is pulled over on that other side. Ricardo Rivera, I think. Not quite sure. This is just a short track. Oh, it's green and we're away immediately. Rivera off to a absolutely awful start. Drops back to 4s. Emirates runs away. I don't even know what happened there. Emirates with an immediate start towards the front. Just teleported to the back. I don't know what's happening. Drew Burakovsky back to the front. Now it's Terakov in front. I think Emirates just lagged extremely hard from first to last. That was incredible. Terakov in first with that NCR Most Wanted paint. Obviously themed, it looks like, from that other side. He's going to get off to a smashing start there from third immediately to first. That was an extremely odd start as Rivera, with that fastest time initially in quali, just not off to a great start there. And I'm not really quite sure what happened there. But, hey, you know what? That's an excellent start for Burakovsky, Kerbal, and Curran right. The brigade of Audis in the, or Lamborghinis rather, in the front. Burakovsky trying to make that inside line work. As Liam Wells tries to make a move on him, going to his right side, pushing the envelope. He's going to have room. He'll be alongside. He'll get that second place position. Potsweaver here gets overtaken through the turn, but the Postal Go Fast Ferrari missed the braking zone, as well as Gavin J's Canadian Ferrari, which might be a track cutting penalty as Emirates tries to get through. As Burakovsky had a yellow there. Not sure what happened. Looks like they're okay. A lot of lag on this. This is incredible how much lag we are seeing between these West Coast guys. As Jay goes off, unfortunately, in the back end. Let's take a little look at that. 15-second look. That's going to be Jay. Looks like an unforced error here. Goes off. Smashes into that wall. It's going to be big damage in a 20-minute race. Not really what you're going to look for there in the format. As Gavin Jay hits the pits towards the front. General sets here Emirates in 8th now. Lagging all over the place. I genuinely... I don't even know what happened. Emirates got off to a smashing start. Then teleported backwards as Mike... Oh my gosh. That was really scary. Mason Prochansky, thank you so much for the sub, I believe that is. I know it pains you not to be out there. But we're very happy to have you in the stream. Lovely to see you as he is second in the championship. Burakovsky, another yellow for... lag as Rivera gets around Kerbal. Not fully. Going around that outside line. Trying to make a move. Kerbal gets there and gets the move placed on him. As now Gakassian gets the move placed on him through the same corner from Reggie King. And that machine, Burakovsky, keeps scaring me with those yellow flags. I don't know what's happening with him. ACC seems to just love giving them yellow flags. It is a yellow flag as you see on the top of the circuit. Not quite sure what that is. And Mason, I understand that pace wasn't great, but Mason, my goat, Pierchansky, come on. You would have dominated out here, as you always do. The caution is coming out from Umbanek, who is currently sitting in the pits, with Jay, who did not have a very good start either, as Curran. We're going to take a little ride along with him, just to see how he tries to chase down that leader. Terakov is behind him as Burakovsky. Oh, that's the wrong. That's the wrong one. Wrong one again, guys. We're going to get it tonight. Why? You know what? We're just going to run the bumper. We're going to run the bumper. Guys, I'm trying to figure it out. We're just going to run the bonnet. We're going to run the bonnet. Tint TV, thank you so much for following. Hopefully, not too scuffed for you tonight. We're going to try and make that move to the outside, or rather, avoid its move to not smash into the rear end of that M4 machine. M4 has blistering pace right now, not the fastest on the track. Curran actually the fastest on the track, and that Goose Motorsport machine has a really interesting setup. Burakovsky gets yellowed again for whatever reason, and that's the reason why, as you see him teleport. But a battle for the lead now as we jump on board towards Potsweaver, who's currently attempting to hawk down this Emirates machine in front, who went from first to last to 7th now. Pretty impressive lag there. You know, never seen anything quite like that in Mason. There's about It should show on that right side. I'm not sure why it's not. But there should be. There's about 15 drivers today. I don't know why the HUD isn't showing up on the left side. I apologize for that. But I guess we're just going to have to deal with it for now in the Great Clips Pot Sweeper machine as he tries to make a move up towards the front. As around, Burakovsky has the pole winner. Rivera trying to get around him. 14 minutes, just under 15 minutes now remaining in this race. A lot has changed. Terakov in first in that BMW machine, which is obviously based on the Fast and Furious movies. If you've never seen them, I'm pretty sure it's based. Same color scheme, really similar livery, but very nice scheme. He's dealing with one of the fastest drivers on track behind him as he's slightly slower by 0.2. Liam Curran slightly faster by 0.2. As behind them, Burakovsky and Rivera catch up. Rivera trying to make a move on Burakovsky in that Lamborghini machine. A lot of Lamborghinis towards the top of the pile tonight. 5 overall. All of them are 9th or above. The lowest right now, Erica Kass in the TRACKILICIOUS Lambo V GTR, who has gotten around Reggie King once again. As Rivera, we're going to stick on board here. So he tries to make this move stick. And yeah, I agree. Grumpy Gamer. It's definitely not awesome. Hopefully, I don't know if Mike is here or even has permissions, but hopefully he does something there. Or can do something. I don't know if he can. But this is the battle for P3. Burakovsky started pretty low. Is also lagging really hard, but Rivera had an absolutely awful start, moving down all the way to 7th. Emirates moving to first, teleporting back, as we mentioned. And on the other side, Liam Curran still hawking down for that lead, as most of our other pack has separated by at least a second. The closest battle being Reggie King, chasing down Erica Kassian. Format here tonight is 20 minutes, similar to the rookie season. And I believe the only thing that might be not similar is a difference in just general, difference in general qualifying, as I'm not sure if there's another qualifying session after this. But if there is, we'll hop in and take a look, as I missed that first qualifying, because one of the liveries tried to detonate my computer, as we mentioned. Liam Wells, not a great run there. Potts Weaver, a yellow, as he's the wrong way around. Let's take a look at this replay. He reverses to try and get off the track. Looks like it might be an unforced error. Potts Weaver skyrocketing down. We'll run it back 30 seconds. Take a look. Potts here coming down this longer straight into this fast right-hander. Ooh, goes off the track there. That might not be it. Oh, totally is. Tries to get back on track. Tried to keep it going. Spun the wheels completely backwards. Eric Gakassian, and I was behind him. As I'm going to go back to the front. It looks like while that replay was going, Drew Burakovsky gets past on the straight. Rivera will take 3rd now. Trying to move back to his first overall position. He is lapping the fastest on track. His best time, a 1 minute 35.620, but lapping at about a 1:36.300. Overall, definitely a bit of an average time. I'm sure he's fighting with Burakovsky, which is causing him to lose time. He should likely gain those 2 seconds he has away from Curran. As Lizzie Sonate, we're going to jump on board with Devin Anthony here eventually. I want to make sure we get the full lap, so we're going to jump on board with the 664 Rockefeller racing car in a moment. But Burakovsky teleporting everywhere in that Fuchsia Competition eSports car. Devin Anthony, oh no. Off track, backwards, wrong way around. It's that same corner that Potts Weaver got loose in, or right after it, rather. Looks like he spin his Mike Noss. Absolutely stunning me. Let's see if the button works even, Mike, to do Facecam Fiesta. It does! Hello, everybody. We're back. We're going to get Facecam Fiesta while we jump on board with Devin Small Block Anthony next lap. But for now, do a little focus towards the front of the stream. Front of the race, rather. As Liam Curran puts big pressure on Terakov. Him on that right side. Trying to push the envelope here. I hope the webcam's showing up. It should be showing up. It's not. I don't know what happened to it. We're just going to turn it on manually. And, you know, turn it off in like a lap or so. But we're going to hop on board with Devin Small Block Anthony here. I'm going to try and get this right. Oh my gosh. I don't know what is wrong with me right now, but I can't get the onboard camera fully. But we're on board with Devin Anthony. You see in his rearview mirror, it's Eric Kassian, less than a tenth away, pressuring him off that push he had. Coming down, he's right into this long, fast right-hander. Pushing the envelope, trying to move it here. Another sharper right hand. This is a dangerous, fast turn. You can lose it on the left side here and put those tires in the grass, which you saw Potts Weaver spin here earlier a few laps ago. 9 minutes left. He is obviously driving that Lamborghini machine. His last lap was a 1:48.7 for some obvious reasons relating to the car going the wrong way around. But Devin Anthony got it going as Kassian real close to that back bumper there. Trying to fight him off. Good attempt by Kassian, and a good job not to smash into the back bumper of Anthony here. A 664 Lamborghini. Anthony chasing Emirates. He's a full 14 seconds behind him. We'll give Anthony this first section too, because we missed that as we were watching something else go down. This is the first turn. This is Tarzan Brock, if you were wondering. The turn named after a potato farmer who did not want to give up his potatoes. And why he was named Tarzan or nicknamed Tarzan, I don't know. But very interesting. I'm going to just keep the face cam on until we end Devin Small Block Anthony's lap here. We're going to get through this corner where we started. Jump right back on board to the TV cam towards the front. We've got a three-way battle for the lead. Two faster drivers chasing down Terakov, who's doing a great job to defend that other side. Lapping fast, slower than both these cars, but all this defense he's putting up going to be a real hassle for these other drivers to try and deal with. Rivera just put up the fastest lap of the race, putting him right behind Curran, moving up that time very, very quickly. Rivera is a very talented driver. SimGrid rating, I believe, the highest in the championship. But with the slow start, it's going to make it very interesting on how to deal with, how to race there. But 7 minutes remaining. Rivera going to try to find a way to get back in front. Terakov going to try and keep those two guys battling behind him. Named Curran and Goose Motorsport. Obviously a very fast driver. First place in the championship. As he gets moved on their inside. A little bit of contact, it may have seemed, on that inside, or we lost the car. One or the other. Either way, Curran stays in front. Rivera stays behind. Right left-hander, he's going to try the inside. Slow down right at the edge. That's knowing your limits. Did not lose the car there, luckily. Nobody lost the car there. Really good job to slam on the brakes from Rivera to not smash into the car ahead. That would have been very, very bad. This is the closest battle on track now for the highest position, but Devin Anthony did just get overtaken. On the other side, Eric Kassian overtook him. The big boss, some might say. He's gaining some time from the two drivers behind. Anthony and Reggie King now fighting as Reggie King tries to make a move on that outside. Almost loses the car. That Porsche sliding through that turn. Kassian probably not too happy with that, as now Anthony not really worrying as much about the car behind. He's going to have time to chase him down. And Anthony's been lapping slightly bit slower. Is there no game sound? That could totally be my end. I'm not sure. Yes, Ali, the BMW is using the NFS Most Wanted livery. I believe that is based on... Oh, is it no sound? Audio is good? Okay, I don't know. Maybe turn it up a little bit. Yeah, hopefully everybody's audio is working okay, and I am not messing anything up. I turned it up slightly. We should be okay. I didn't want to deafen anybody with the intro music, so that was kind of where that was. I think it should be a little better right now, but I believe it is very quiet. So we're going to chalk it up. Actually, forgive me, we're going to move the in-game audio up a little bit. That should be much, much better. Yeah, that's much better. Apologies for that. Devin Anthony, now in this three-way battle for 7th place. He's behind him. Pete Go Fast goes off track. That's unfortunate. Let's take a look. Replay looks like an unforced error. Moving down into this fast right-hander. That's dangerous, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, unforced error. Car slides. Just keeps it out of the wall. Good for damage, but with just under 5 minutes now. We still got a three-way battle for the lead. Kerbal, behind that, is pushing Emirates, or just got overtaken by Emirates, rather, and is trying to push that back bumper once again. And then a three-way battle for 7th, led by the big boss, Kassian. He's making some room now, a full second ahead as the two cars behind battle. That hurts Reggie King Machine, which is a really nice livery. I gotta say, I'm a livery connoisseur. Not really, I really like car paint. And apparently I do eat paint based on the first ever stream where we talked about me eating paint a few times, I remember, but you know what? Definitely happens. As moving back towards the front, Curran all over his mirror. He's got Rivera right there trying to make that move past him, but the Zandvoort can be a tough track to overtake. It's very hard to beat somebody when in those fast corners, as you don't want to send the car into somebody else. And Terakov is loving what he's seeing behind him, lapping slower than both cars behind by a significant margin of up to 0.3. But it's just keeping them behind purely because he's got so much defense through the turns. It's a big, wide-bodied car. It eats curbs. It eats up everything. And he is doing a great job to keep that car between the mayo and the mustard and letting those two cars behind battle and have to deal with each other. As Burakovsky... Never mind. Forgot Burakovsky's computer, or game was lagging, rather. But, back towards the front. I'm going to take one more small break to turn the audio up a little more. My audio settings are very weird for every game I play, so hopefully it isn't too bad. Now, hopefully, this should be all good now. Turn it down a little more, and this is peak content, everybody. Welcome to the Tracklicious community, where it is live TV. Liam Curran still has that car over his back bumper. He tries to make a move ahead, but it's a three-way battle, so you've got to keep tabs on the car behind you. Can't let the car behind you overtake, but you're faster than the guy ahead. So it's a really weird situation. This Curran's back bumper is just getting absolutely hawked all over. It's a very interesting situation for all the drivers involved, and with just 2 minutes now, we should be running with probably one extra lap after this. This should be the second to last lap. I'd be surprised to see some more daring moves here, but you obviously don't want to wreck the car. You've got another race after this. You can, I think that's the one you get points, or more points rather, and you're going to start in third, and you'd rather start in third than start from the pit lane with your car absolutely destroyed right everywhere. But Liam Curran did an excellent job managing all of the cars behind. I suck at this. Ooh, Liam Curran punts. Liam Curran gets punted out of the way, rather. That is a rough go at it. I gotta relook at that really quickly. But it looks like Liam Curran got punted out of the way by Rivera. Rivera going down that inside line, punches Curran, who's going slow through that corner to try and defend. And that is a rough situation to be in for Curran. We'll leave that to the stewards. We head back to the front. As Terakov in the final lap gets a bunch of space from Rivera, pushing that Curran car back to 5th. That's a rough go. Minute 46-second lap, lost 10 seconds because of that. They'll likely finish 5th, as most of our pack is spread out, other than the front. Ricardo Rivera all over the back bumper of Kazuya Terakov. Terakov going to running at least almost a full second slower in some areas. Going to have to defend this McLaren behind him. Come on, coming up with a fast right-hander. The best chance to overtake should be towards the end here. It's obviously a difficult track to overtake on in these situations. And the inside line, through goes Rivera. Pushes that BMW out of the way. Rivera takes that position, takes that provisional pole. Back to 5th, back to 1st. And it looks like, with a bunch of space to move, Terakov going to finish 2nd. Emirates, who I don't even know what happened to him with the beginning, finishes probably going to end up in 3rd. We'll have to see towards the end here if anybody makes a mistake. Rivera, no mistakes so far. A Garage 59 car, which I believe is a real car. Could be wrong. He'll push through this final right-hander. That 787 machine going to finish in 1st for their first race of the West Coast Series. Behind them, Terakov and the BMW led most of the way, lost it on the final lap. Behind them is Emirates from a lot of different positions. Very confusing as Forgotten goes off the track elsewhere. Big damage for them. Kerbal finishing in 4th in the Kerbal Race Program machine. Still an excellent name. Liam Kern on the Goose Motorsport 5th. 6th is Drew Burakovsky. Moving around a bit behind him. Eric Gakassian in the Lamborghini. Big boss. Behind him, Reggie King, who we battled with a bunch. But they both prospered over Devin Small Block Anthony, who finishes 9th. Behind them, the Great Clips Potts Weaver machine. As he tries not to give other drivers a haircut in this final turn. Postal go fast, a little behind these final 3 drivers. Going to push to the section as that is an excellent race from Rivera. Apart from, you know, the obvious. Good last lap overtake. We'll leave it to the stewards on whose fault that was. It seemed a little bit egregious to me, but I'm not paid to do that. Postal go fast, finishes 11th. Oh, my PC freezes. I'll give you the updates when I can. Oh, the PC's back, everybody. My PC hates streaming tonight, which just sucks because I love to support this wonderful community and being annoyed. You're paid? No, Mike. Also, your is not the right your. I'm going to dog you on that, unfortunately. Should have spelled it right. As, finally, the last few drivers, Jay Umbeck on the other side. But, looks like I'm wondering another quali? Yeah, it looks like second quali. 10 more minutes. Please. Please, game. Apologies there. Dealing with some sickness still. Tried to mute my mic, but I was coughing so hard I actually couldn't reach the stream deck. So, you know, happens. But the first driver out is Postal Go Fast. That's 75. Tarasi Competitor Zone Jeff's Bagel Run machine. That is one of the funnest liveries I've seen in a while. I love liveries with sponsors that just, you know, you wouldn't expect in racing. Like, you know, Jeff's Bagel Run. And that's the favorite part about NASCAR is, you know, you just get random liveries from companies you don't really expect to be there. Postal Go Fast. Finished 11th that last race. Dreams Forgotten already in an accident off the rip. Not a great start. Got into an accident that last lap too. I'm gonna go out here and try and warm the tires. Insane and Bonic, who did not, I believe, start last race. Somebody didn't. Burakovsky keeps fooling me with all these yellows, man. I see the yellow, I click on it, and it's just Burakovsky lagging. I'm glad he's okay, but not. hopefully one day Drew Burakovsky gets some internet. You see him not turn the car right based on internet, net code. Definitely happens. Welcome to the stream. I suck at this. I don't think I welcomed you earlier, but this is Jake Wells. Jake, I sound like the guy who commentated at our local 1/8 mile drag strip many lifetimes ago. I read that out because that's so, you know, that's really weird. I'm not that guy. I am Carson Kass. I'm based out of Chicago. And I've never commentated drag racing. And actually, I don't really watch drag racing. But you know what? Maybe I'll tune in. I might be a drag racing commentator one day. We'll see. Obviously, we'll have to see. As the first one of the line should be Go Fast, who's 2 seconds off their last running lap. As I'm trying to see if I could bring up times at all, but this broadcasting control really just wants to make sure I don't have anything for you guys, unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, commentating drag racing kind of just seems like I'm talking over cars going on a straight line, and it's like, it's kind of like 2 analysts in the booth, I would guess. Yeah, my parents, unsure. Probably younger. Parents are pretty old, Snoopy. Supposed to go fast. Gonna be the first one across the line, a 139.647 right behind him. Reggie King, who puts down a 136. Then Neil Kerbal does them each one better. 136.6 the time to beat right now. Will likely get beaten with these fast drivers, but a great time from Kerbal. As Liam Curran gets into the wall after reset that car with 6 minutes remaining in qualifying. Fortunate for him, Burakovsky second right now with a 136, 1.82. Gakosian and Rivera and Burakovsky all across the line, moving Kerbal down to 4th. Rivera back on pole with a 135.080, the best time of the night in any format or session other than free practice. I was not watching free practice because Jake Wells, I actually think your livery was detonating my computer, and I don't know why. I think it's totally my fault, but I just thought it's a funny piece for you. You're the reason the stream did not get away. I'm just kidding. We love you, Jake Wells. For some context, at the beginning of the stream, my computer kept freezing, and I'm unsure why, but I believe it was because one of the liveries in the West Coast series was just not working, and I don't really know why, but it had your name on it, and it seemed like a really weird file. When I tried to import that one specifically, my computer would freeze and everything would close, so it was very weird. But I don't know, maybe if I was in the wrong thing, I don't know. I might have totally read it wrong, but it's probably Jake's fault, Snoopy. It's definitely my fault, Snoopy. Let's get that across, but it was the file that I, silly me, decided to try and put into the place it wouldn't work. As off goes Kuzia, Terakov, that first place driver. Other side, real good save. I just need to go back and watch that from that first person perspective. Take a look at that wheel. Sliding right, left, barely keeps it on. Gonna tap that wall, I think, and keep it all okay. That's pretty nice. Save from Terakov, who sits in 4th right now with a 135.775. All these drivers posting best times for the night. Emirates stopping the car in T1. Gonna go with either a reset or that's my best time. Second overall for him is Rivera. Puts the car down. 3 minutes 40 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if everybody's changing up their setups for one last big run. As, yep, both Emirates and Rivera come out at the same time. Rivera almost spin the car. I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure that was intentional. I'm going to give it intentional for Rivera. While we wait in this qualifying, one thing I do want to go over is, with the black screen of anticipation, as Mike Noss likes to say, it's not there. Okay, so it's... Oh, there it is. There is the Patreon. I wanted to thank the Patreon supporters while we have time. The black screen of anticipation was actually just a black screen because nothing was showing up. But Ricardo Rivera, you obviously see on there, Pranav Kalava and Mason Pierchowski, some of our newest ones, Zane Blisket, and our V12 Exotics, all up there. Thank you very much, everybody, for your support of the Tracklicious community. It keeps us going. It keeps us on the run. But I don't know where the calendar went, which is extremely unfortunate. So I'm just going to say what's on there. I don't know where the calendar went. I think I'm going to find it one day. But tomorrow, make sure you tune in, because we have many, many different things going on. I believe we have the driver swap tomorrow, the IRL driver swap, which I'm not sure if it's getting streamed. I'm not streaming it. I will be out of the town. And I don't know how that's going to go, but make sure you check out the Tracklicious calendar, which can be found on the Tracklicious Discord, which Nightbot has just posted graciously at some point tonight. But go check it out. Go check out everything Tracklicious. If you're not in the server, go do that, or else. And we're going to head back to the race feed as Emirates throws down to the line with a third best time. No improvement there. Curran did get an improvement, though. He's going to start on pole for now, provisionally. 1:34.997. That's the lowest time of the night for anybody. Really good job by them. But obviously, Mike Noss is in the chat tonight. I'm filling in for Mike Noss so he doesn't have to do 2 casts back-to-back. The glorious Mike Noss. You all love him. This is my first time in the booth alone, so very interesting experience. Hopefully I'll be here more. But, you know, definitely a first. This Curran doesn't look like they're going to improve on their time. Rivera, though, has about 2/10. Ooh, bumping into that side. They're going to lose 3/10 just on that bump right there in the curb. No improvement going to happen. Curran crosses the line. Going to do one final lap for him. Emirates pushing the envelope now. One final lap for them as well. Also, yeah, if you're watching this and you want to jump in the GT3 West Coast Series, it starts at 10 p.m. Central Time, so it's not even that late if you don't have anything the next day. Which I do. So, unfortunate. But, you know, if you've got time, absolutely try and jump into a Tracklicious series. We've got tons of series coming up, like the Tuesday Nordschleife, which is starting the week after next week. We've got the Rookie starting back up, the GT4 Open starting back up. I'm trying to go through all of it because we don't have the calendar. It's probably my fault, but we still don't have the calendar either way. Wednesday, Syntho Drive. I'm not sure if that still exists. I don't know anything about that. West Coast Wednesdays, obviously, going on for 2 more weeks after this. Make sure you jump into that. We've got the Porsche Cup, which I think is being remade, so maybe not. But we've definitely got the Sunday Night GT3, which is kind of our main event. Sometimes it's the main Sunday night event. So go check that out. Go check everything out. And this qualifying wraps up. I don't know why the times aren't on here, but Liam Curran currently at a best. Rivera trying to improve on his time as he heads down through the Sector 2. Basically running the same time with a slightly better enough. He's going to need about a full 10th to beat Liam Curran, who put down an absolutely wonderful lap. Curran crosses the line at final time. No improvement for him. Emirates right behind. Not right behind. Much right in front, actually, of the Rivera's machine behind. They're going to do an improvement, which could... Oh. No improvement. No improvement from Emirates, as I accidentally commentated cursed them. Very sorry, Emirates. The Emirates Stardust machine will start from third if nobody qualifies above them. It's looking unlikely. As Rivera enters the final right-hander, this banked right-hander, which is, I think, my favorite turn in any F1 game, but also in ACC, I've come to love it too. Going to be the final time across the line for him. He'll improve and get into first by 15 millionths, I think. 100,000ths, I don't know. 0.015. Carson Kass can do his math sometimes. My math test tomorrow. High school casting is truly an experience, as I'm going to go tomorrow morning to do a math test right after I commentate my racing game. It's quite the weird, surreal experience, but you know what? Very fun. I'm very glad to be here with everybody. I hope you enjoyed this race as much as I enjoy commentating it. 15 millionths would be sick, but I don't even think it would show up. It is 15 thousandths. Thank you, Mike. Thousands, 15 thousandths. Mike Noss, off the grammar tonight. First the your mistake, now just thousands, millions. See those cars jumping and resetting? That's drivers changing their setups. As ooh, Vadik. Welcome back, Vadik. Very watcher. I don't care about you too. Mike Noss sending me into a coughing fit. Oh my gosh. Get this man a hydrate. My goodness. My voice is losing it as we go on, but that's par for the course here. Especially because I am sick. Just gonna happen. So if I sound like a nasally little kid, I kind of am, but you know, not that bad. Thanks for tuning in, Vadik. Have a good night. But with 1 minute 17 seconds, we're going to take a minute to meet our drivers. Starting on board with Ricardo Rivera, finished first. Was pole last time, had a really awful start. But in that Garage 59 machine, going to try their best to push the envelope once again. Back to the front. Liam Curran behind them, finished 5th after Rivera made an accident with him, but that's second place qualifying. You'll be hungry for blood. Emirates behind them in 3rd in the Emirates Stardust machine. Then Kuzia Terakov behind them in the NCR Most Wanted machine. The Drew Burakovsky in the Fuchsia Competition Esports car. Eric Gakassian behind them in the Lamborghini. Kerbal behind them. I know all the drivers look the same, but a little bit of a better section. Just imagine these are real people. Kerbal in the Kerbal Race Program machine. Number 95, the American driver. Potts Weaver behind them. Then Devin Smallblock Anthony, Reggie King, Gavin J. Postal Go Fast, Dreams Forgotten. And last but not least, oh, that's actually not last, Raymond Balliet in the no-name BMW team. And last but not least, Hussein Umbanusk in the Grilled Cheese Machine, as we are about 8 seconds away from our short start. Rivera going to lead us off, trying to not do what he did last time. Definitely doesn't want to deal with 20 minutes of playing catch-up. Would probably rather sit in first the entire time, but Liam Curran was rapid. As far beyond he was at the beginning in the first qualifying. As Emirates just goes up there. He's going to go to the pits, it looks like, or just park the car there. Interesting. Might be a lag thing. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but as Ricardo Rivera approaches the line, across the little line, it's the green flag is down, and off we go here at Zandvoort. The initial right-hander here, Tarzan Bacht, is behind them. Ooh, no, Gakassian. Looks like it rear-ended another car ahead. I'm not sure whose fault that was. Devin Smallblock Anthony going to fall back. As well as Forgotten behind them. Burakovsky caught in all that chaos in turn 1. Goes down and car is spun. Rivera still ahead. Not much contention for the lead as we go. Another accident is, oh my goodness. That's Fast who gets hit. As well as Anthony, Forgotten, and Balliet all involved in that incident towards the back end. Jay also involved in that white Uber Noobs Ferrari machine is, oh my goodness. Yellows all around. Way dirtier start than we started with. So we're going to take a look at that first lap. We're going to hop on board here towards that second down straight. This is going into Gerland Bacht right here. Contact made as that car is lost from Jay. And he goes into Go Fast, and that causes just general chaos and carnage. All the drivers, though, escaping. Mostly have forgotten his... Oh, this is the replay still, but we're going to jump on board with Forgotten, who just crashed off the bat as well. They're towards the back now, but towards the front. Moves that happened in that opening series. Kuzia Terakov is back in 3rd. I'm not sure why it's a 2nd. It is 3rd. Versus Ricardo Rivera. Liam Curran in 2nd again. Gakassian, the one that fell back. He got into the accident initially in turn 1. He's made a bunch of ground up, though, if I'm not wrong. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but absolutely devastating first lap for a lot of these drivers. Some winners, some losers. Hoping for a cleaner race as we go through. But headed into Tarzanbracht. No casualties in the first 8. Most of the drivers behind were involved in accidents and are spread out due to carnage. Unfortunately, Neil Kerbal tries to make that move around that left side of Eric Kakasi, and it won't work. Heading down now to Rob Slaughtermakerbacht. I really hope I said that right. Guess who definitely didn't? Is heading to Schlievacht? Schlevach? I don't know. Dutch names are hard. It's a very interesting language, but a very successful language, as you might be able to see from the F1 grid. Again, looks like Pete Go Fast gets overtaken from the other end. Just want to take a quick look at that. Gakassian fending off Kerbal. Under that inside line, Kerbal trying to find a way through, but Gakassian in that Trackalicious Lambo VGTR. The big boss stays in 4th. He's going to have that Kerbal machine all over his back bumper. Kerbal has been very fast. I'm not sure if he's been faster than Gakassian. We'll find out through this next lap. I assume he could be being held up, but behind them, Emirates and Reggie King go out at Emirates, overtaking Reggie King on that outside. He's going to have that room to make it stick. Reggie King can't do much about that. Stardust will move towards the lead. The driver from... I believe that's the UAE flag. I'm not going to quote myself on that. Very bad with Middle East flags, but Emirates, make sure that works out well for him. Excuse me. Kerbal. Closest battle we have. Actually, this is the closest battle we have. Sorry. Devin Smallblock Anthony under pressure from Drew Burakovsky. Burakovsky's lapping a full 3 seconds faster on that last lap. I'm going to push that envelope now. I'm not trying to go alongside. Anthony backs out, tries to go for the switchback. It's going to work. He's going to have that inside line. He slows down way earlier, though. Burakovsky going to have to take that outside line. Burakovsky stays ahead. The switchback doesn't work for Smallblock Anthony too early on the brakes. Looks like we've got some collisions behind. We're going to take a quick look at this. Looks like collisions is... Ooh. Go Fast. Just gets into the back of the BMW. Valiantly waits. Oh my god, they almost crashed into each other again. But, very bad start for some of those guys. A lot of accidents, unfortunately. Some unforced, some forced. Definitely happens. Kerbal still pressuring the back bumper. The Gakassian Lambo machine. Up, driving on the right side. Kerbal moving forward. Not gonna have too much of a run there, but definitely getting closer. We'll have an opportunity in these next few corners. Could see what Devin Anthony did with that switchback attempt. The driver behind them is Emirates, who's gaining very quickly, lapping faster than most of these drivers by almost a full second. Ooh, wow. Gakassian just gets absolutely sent on by Kerbal. Makes contact there. Gakassian falling back as Emirates sends it on Gakassian. Gakassian avoids the contact. It's a lot of space lost for Gakassian up to the P4 driver of Kerbal as he goes down to P6 in the span of 2 turns. That's unfortunate. Some contact there. Yeah, be costly for the driver. Big Boss now going to try and catch up to Emirates, but likely will be more on pace to try and find Kerbal. He goes a little bit deep through that corner. Boy, Reggie King. Gakassian still. not much going on the track. Drivers are trying to catch up to the other ones in front. Rivera goes down a 135 flat, is escaping everybody behind. Curran on a 2.7 gap, slowly increasing and decreasing as they go. Curran very, very fast, but just not fast enough for Rivera. Semi-pro on SimGrid. The gap is likely to increase very slowly throughout the race. Excuse me. I've returned. The coughing fit has taken me, but not for long. I'm back. Can't keep me under forever, Emirates. Chasing down the bumper of Kerbal. Okay, I'm not sure if Burakovsky made an overtake there. Just checking. Thought he had some space, but just him lagging. Emirates lapping a little bit slower than Kerbal, actually, but normally he's been going faster. Emirates going to go deep there. Going to make space to Curran even larger. That is unfortunate for them. They keep going wide here. They're going to lose time with those tires in the dirt there. You can see it there. Kerbal running away. That fast straight line speed there from the McLaren, taking off 3/10, even though they went off track. I assume Kerbal got a better exit. Emirates going to keep putting pressure on Kerbal throughout this lap. He is lapping generally just faster, despite a few of the mistakes. He's going to want to get around Kerbal, though, to try and catch up to the leaders. Rivera, Curran, and Tarakov, who sit 3, 2, and 1. They've got some space between them. Tarakov, 6 seconds behind, as Emirates. Ooh, I've got a bad suspicion about that. We're going to take a look from this, from the helicam. Going down into this faster right-hander. Kerbal is trying to go through as Emirates. Just absolutely wrong place, wrong time for Kerbal. And the Kerbal race program down to 9th. His car is absolutely sent into. Emirates moves up to 4th of that. And that's not great. The Kassian get that position back. Though, big boss there, Burakovsky, ahead of Kerbal, who just crashed. Going to be trying to make up the space here as he just got around him. Reggie King very deep in that corner. That's unfortunate for him. Burakovsky, the lagging machine, racing like a machine, goes around. Jay ahead, now pressuring Devin Anthony, who's been struggling with race pace, it seems, tonight. He's been decently fast, but that Lamborghini does not seem to be his speed tonight. A lot less race pace than the other's quality place, it seems. This lap is a 137.2. Gavin Jay is lapping about the same, almost the same best lap. There's Rivera. Moving not even farther from Liam Curran. Chucks down another great time. 134.982, the fastest lap so far. Oh, Devin Smolak Anthony, thank you, Lizzie. Devin's got damage, it seems, which could definitely affect that race pace. Devin involved in that T1 accident. I wasn't sure how severe it was, but evidently pretty severe, as that Lamborghini is definitely affected. Can see that, and the reason with just under 10 minutes now in race 2. I want to come into the pits, because that should cost you a lot of time and a lot of laps, and just basically put you in last immediately. Zimbonic, I believe, left the race. And I'm looking at it as Burakovsky tries to get around Potts-Weaver here in the Great Clips Audi. Let me try and make that outside line work. He'll be a little bit slower, but he's going to have a fine exit. I can't really tell with the lag how fast he's going. He's going to be even faster through this banked turn. Potts-Weaver escaping him. As that car ahead is Emirates, We've gotten into an accident somewhere along the line. We're going to take a quick look at that in a minute. See if Burakovsky tries to go for the move here. Likely won't in the next few laps. Take a second look at Emirates. What happened here? He's... Oh, I've completely messed it up. Here's everybody driving past them. I seem to have missed the accident. It's unfortunate. But we'll jump back on to Burakovsky as it's a four-place battle. Where everybody wants Potts Weaver. Burakovsky only 0.01 behind. He's going to try and make a move here. He's lapping faster. Reggie King, Kerbal behind them, battling in their own battle. Trying to get into this next battle ahead. Burakovsky real close to that back bumper of Potts Weaver. Take a look at it from here. Weaver, oh my gosh, immediately on board. He goes off track. That's Weaver. Misses the mark there. Burakovsky, King, and Kerbal all get places. Let's take a look at this. Another cam. Ooh, just slides there. Not much they can do. Tries to save the car. Goes in that wall there. Potts Weaver. Only going to lose 3 spots. Might have some front damage. We'll find out, but that's going to give Burakovsky the position. Is now he's got to fight off Reggie King, who just overtook Kerbal. As the back. Looks like Dreams Forgotten. We'll take a look at this. Looks like an unforced error. Dreams Forgotten. Tries to go in. Similar issue. Tried to speed up too fast. TC not there, unfortunately. And they are off track and have damage once again. Lambo touched the Audi on entry. I missed that. Shaggies, thank you very much. Looks like the Audi did get touched on entry. Maybe by Burakovsky. Heavenly Sea teleports to the pits. Has the lag, as usual. As now behind them, Reggie King under pressure from Kerbal. Apart from that, Emirates putting pressure on Anthony. Once again, Emirates, I don't know what happened. Slow on the straight a few laps ago. About 9 minutes remaining in the race. Had a very extra long lap, and now running with slower drivers there is... Ooh. Oh my goodness. That is not... Speaking of plus 5 seconds potentially after the race, let's take a little look at what just happened there. This is Kerbal and King. This is just about where we stopped watching them. King goes on that right side, Kerbal trying the inside. Now that's a clean corner. They go alongside into the after the second little turn. Says this is a fast right-hander coming up. Into a fast left-handers. Ooh! Kerbal hits the curb. That car flies out, and they get massive damage between the two of them. Both those drivers are going to go immediately back to the pits. That'll likely be the end of their race for them. That's extremely unfortunate for these two. As Emirates tries to get around, small block Anthony. He's going to break early. Anthony going to get that corn. He'll retain 8th place, fighting a faster driver, doing a great job of defending with a damaged car, as Lizzie mentioned earlier. But that is just rough for Kerbal and King there. Front and back bumper, not much either of them could have done. Well, in terms of, not much King could have done to avoid it, not much Kerbal could have done to, I guess, Neil Kerbal could have done to, I guess, really just, I mean, once that car was sent, not much they could do. Is on the right side, we see Emirates braking extremely early for every turn. I'm not quite sure what that is, but had Devin Anthony there, didn't want to go for it. Anthony rocketed through that turn way faster. They try and go through Neil Kerbal and Reggie King. We'll likely talk about that after. I'm sure they just hit that very big curb there. That is one heck of a curb. That is a mountain right in Rob Slotmakerbocht. I didn't say that right, but I think you get the general idea, hopefully. Too far over to the left and hit the curb, which sent me into King. Yeah, figured it was that. Good battle beforehand. Sucks to see that happen, but it'll happen here at Zandvoort with the mountain of that curb right there. That's basically, it feels like a wall at some points. I've been in those two races, it looks like. Massive damage for both of them. 4 minutes now. Emirates still putting pressure on Anthony, and Emirates just lost all of his pace, and I'm not sure where it happened from. But Anthony doing a good job of defending the slower Emirates behind. going to stay on board because I am very curious about what's going on, because Emirates has done this before where he overtakes to Anthony, then just kind of misses, just slows down. He hit the brakes. Not sure what's going on. Maybe that's a setup issue, but I wouldn't be hitting the brakes in the oh my goodness. In the in the straight. Oh my gosh, guys. That was a hashtag epic caster moment. Yeah, Kerbal, honestly, I don't think there's much you could have done there. You guys are both alongside. You raced it the best you could, just made a mistake. Great race from you, so to be honest. Overall, as Forgotten goes off again, doesn't look like any significant damage happened there. Brief yellow for them. Jump back on the battle between Emirates and Devin Small Block Anthony. Kerbal, a wonderful member of this community. Make sure you go. Appreciate them. But maybe Emirates is looking for a battle, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit odd because Emirates was lapping 4 seconds faster, and then he had that weird stint where he was just completely slow on the straights. I mean, yeah, he just backs off there entirely, slows down way too much than he really needed to. He's doing it very cautionary. He's losing about 4 seconds there. His dream is forgotten. Goes off again. They're going to return to the pits. Looks like some damage for them. They will be done for the night, it looks like, as that towing penalty will keep them the triple fours out for the race. I mean, it does look like he's toying with Devin, but I'm seriously wondering if there's something wrong, because he was going down the straight, slammed on the brakes, and just kind of petered off to the right side. Unsure, but hey, you know what? What are you going to do? I'm sure Devin Anthony very appreciative that he's going to get 8th instead of 9th, hopefully, for him. Not much other close action on the track. Rivera not lapping as fast as he was at the beginning. Curran technically lapping faster than him, but likely won't be enough time, as this should be the penultimate lap from the Garage 59 car. Emirates back on that back bumper. Jump on the wing of Devin Small Block Anthony in the Rockefeller Racing Machine. The 664 machine has had a lot of things. I'm just kind of curious what's going on here. It'll be on the final lap. Rivera crosses the line. Yeah, it just looks like conservative driving in that Emirates car. Curious to see if he goes around and gives him a little bit more of an aggressive shot towards the end, but pretty strange in events there is Gavin J. We're going to give some love to him. Puts up a personal best last lap. He was in the race learning this track in the Uber Noobs Canadian car at Ferrari. Getting better as they go. At Treng not sure why that is. Didn't they make liveries? Oh, designs, yeah. Could have inferred that. Either way. Sector 2, it's our leader, Rivera. He's done exceptionally well tonight, slowly increasing that gap to the car behind, which is Liam Kern, who currently is passing the back marker, Balut, I believe that is. If I've pronounced any of your names wrong, by the way, and you're coming back and watching the stream, feel free to DM me, Googatuga, Googatooga, on Discord. I'd love to get your name right the next time I have to commentate one of your races. Sorry. We're going to commentate one of your races. I didn't mean to sound that as a chore, because it's not. I love doing this. This is my passion. And I'd love to get it right. I want to get your representation correct as much as I can. Emirates still toying. Seems like with Anthony, maybe going to send it. Not going to send it. Rivera crosses the line in first place. Double P1s for him. Double P1 on the poles for him, too, as Curran finishes the right behind. Terakov going to finish there. Valiant and Kerbal coming across in 11th and 12th. Gakassian going to be the next driver to finish. Eric Gakassian, the big boss. Good race from him. Finish this P4. Behind him, Burakovsky, P5. And then behind them, still a battle for this position. Potts Weaver fending off Jay, who's been lapping much faster in these final few laps, but it won't be close enough for Jay, who's going to finish 7th as Potts Weaver goes across the line in the Great Clips Haircut Audi Machine in 6th. Sorry. Is Devin Smallblock Anthony still fends off Emirates. He'll finish 8th. Emirates will finish 9th. A really weird set of events there for Emirates. Kind of curious what happened, but maybe looking for a battle, as Shanghisi Designs said. Postal go fast. Our final driver on track. We'll watch them complete their lap before we go back to the studio. And finally, crossing the lap, that's our final racer of the night. Rivera, Curran, Terekov, Gukasian, Burakovsky. Wrap out your top 5. We're going to go back to the studio. Live stream anticipation? No, it's just me. Just Carson, Kass. And I'm going to try and see if anybody wants to jump in the green room. Hopefully. Take a little bit of a wait. But in the meantime, one more second. We're going to appreciate our patrons in the calendar section. Thank you to all of our Patreons who spend wonderful amounts of money on the TRACKILICIOUS community. Do an excellent job supporting us. That's wrong, sorry. Trying to see if the calendar works. Nope, calendar still doesn't work. Back to the studio. Nobody in the green room yet, but not sure where they're going to be. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching the Wednesday West Coast GT3 event. This has been Carson, Kass, Chicago-based caster, obviously, filling in for Mike Noss or Eric Gukasian. I don't know who normally does this. I think it's Eric. But Eric, some more responsibilities. Wanted to race tonight. Give it a little easy, but thank you very much, Eric, for letting me commentate. Thank you very much, Mike, for letting me commentate alone. This wonderful desk right here fits perfectly for me as my teeth. Not sure where they're going, but I'm assuming I'm not getting anybody in the green room. I'm going to just call it there. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Drive safely. I guess we're not anywhere, but that's going to be it for me. Have a good night.